Good morning, everyone. Today, we are going to talk about what does the collision of ideas bring us. Before we start, have you thought about this question? What is love? 1, 2, 3. Now, save your answer in your heart. I've argued with my best friend about this question about 5 weeks ago. In my opinion, I think in biology, so-called love is merely the product of impulses driven by dopamine. But he interrupted me and said, love is simply love. There's nothing to explain. If you only analyze it, you can't feel it anymore. We've argued for a long time. I didn't believe there could be such simple explanation in so-called love. But he told me that was just how he felt, and that's all. Our discussion on this topic was shelved for a long time afterwards. Now, as far as we can see, our discussion on this topic was a vivid case of the collision of ideas. It made me ponder what exactly the collision of ideas bring us. Firstly, we should clarify the concept of the collision of ideas. The collision of ideas refers to the conflict of different thoughts, viewpoints, or knowledge during communication or reflection. This is a neutral process. It is not inherently good or bad. It's simply a factual form of interaction that exists. Then, let's see what is the core significance of the collision of ideas. That is, breaking cognitive inertia, breaking through established traditions. To save energy, human brain relies on past experiences to form fixed thought patterns. In the process of the collision of ideas, people can discover some new perspectives that they hadn't seen before. Next, we will explore what can collision bring us through several examples. The first significance of the collision of ideas is innovation and breaking traditional limitations. People in the Middle Ages widely believed art and science were absolutely opposed. That is, the emotional side and the rational side were absolutely opposed. But Da Vinci changed this completely. He practiced both art and science simultaneously, like painting and dissecting the bodies. He proved the argument that art and science are naturally opposed was simply wrong. Then, let's talk about the second significance of the collision of ideas. Bringing new insights and finding a more suitable way forward. I think girls may have heard this sentence. Girls must wear bras because this is the social requirement based on social respect. But now with the liberation of people's ideas, more and more girls start to suspect it. If this norm is based on social respect, why is there no equal requirement for boys? Furthermore, if we look back to early human history, women didn't wear bras. This proves a bra isn't needed for survival. This is not a necessity for survival. So, women shouldn't have to wear it. When people only saw these two views, they feel stuck. Either you wear a bra all the time, or you never wear one. But this all or nothing thinking misses something really important. Let's see what can we discover in this collision. Actually, there's a practical reason for bras in certain situations. When you are doing sports or jumping around, not wearing support can sometimes hurt your breasts. However, the progressive view is right too. A bra isn't needed for survival. The pressure to wear one just because it's proper feels unfair and controlling. When we really listen to both sides, a much better idea emerges. We find that the key isn't forcing girls to wear a bra all the time or never wear one. The key is giving girls the power to choose what's right for them, depending on the situation. Sometimes you need it, especially when you are doing strenuous sports, like long distance running. Sometimes you do not. It all depends on your own choice. The power is in your hands. Now, we've seen how ideas can collide. Let's summarize. When different ideas collide, it isn't about winning or losing an argument. It's the spark that lights new path. Remember what Da Vinci showed us? When things that seem totally opposite crash together, it isn't about winning or losing. Instead, it creates something new that we hadn't seen before. Now, let's go back to this debate of love at the beginning. Love is an instinct of living beings, and love is a pure feeling. They sound completely incompatible, impossible to agree, right? But now here's the Da Vinci's magic. If we stop defending our corners and try to understand each other, we find that love has a body story and a heart story. Think about it, our biology does play a role, but how about those deep feelings of connection? There's something more personal, something more profound about how we experience life itself. It's not either or, like science versus feelings in the Middle Ages. It's the Da Vinci's magic. This new understanding, the third way, is the power we get from letting ideas truly collide. Thank you for your listening.